I hereby declare the 26th Annual Commencement Ceremony for Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions open. We invite you to stay standing for the National Anthem, which will be performed by Ms. Kayla Carrillo, a student in our Master of Science and Medical Speech Language Pathology program.
Oh, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Ms. Carrillo. Everyone, please be seated. Regarded trustees, special guest, RMU alumnus, Dr. Guillermo Escalante, esteemed administration and staff, distinguished guests, family, loved ones, friends of our graduates, and you, our honored graduates of the class of 2024, either here and online. We welcome you to our annual commencement ceremony for Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. My name is Dr. Melissa Martin, and I serve as the Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs and Provost at the university. I extend the best wishes and congratulations from RMU's President, Dr. Cameron K. Martin, who unfortunately is unable to be with us here today, but is watching online from his hospital room after having an unexpected appendectomy. President Martin, we send you our love and best wishes to you and your family. Graduates, you are truly an amazing sight to behold. This one, those of you in this hall, and the homes of those participating online are filled with proud family members and friends who have gathered here today to share this moment in celebration of your very incredible accomplishment. I now invite you to turn to your families and friends and thank them for this unyielding support for your educational journey. Please, let's hear you clap and feel your gratitude. There's another group of people that deserves recognition and to be thanked. Will the deans, the program directors, the faculty, and RMU staff please stand? Graduates, please join me in thanking them for their support and mentoring you through your educational journey. Our faculty and staff are relentless in their commitment to student success. to developing learner-centered experiences for you, authentic learning that puts you into the situation with clinicians, with other scholars, with educators. They support your success. They applaud your success. So, your success now and always as you venture forward as an RMU alumni will be in the heart of us. And as you venture forward, may I encourage you to continue your education. Continue to learn, whether by earning another credential or degree here at Rocky Mountain University, or by learning from your own life's everyday experiences. I encourage you to venture forward with a mindset to find the good in all things and learn what you can from even the most simplest of experiences from all people. When you first started your RMU journey, you took a chance and you stepped off your own shore to seek new oceans. It was a brave step. You had a goal. You started another chapter in the story of your life. Today, you're completing this chapter in your story, the story of your life, for in the end, that is what we all have, is a story. It is my wish that your next chapter will have you to be a change agent in improving the human condition by advancing knowledge and advancing healthcare. You will care for thousands of clients and patients. You will influence thousands of students and scholars. But people remember not for you for your skills, but rather how you treated them, how you listened to their stories, how you learned from their stories, how you showed empathy, and how you remembered them. The how will determine the quality and efficacy of your own story. So today, graduates, it's your day. We're celebrating the closing of this chapter in your story. As you continue to add experiences to your future and to your future chapters, always remember that life should be measured not by the number of breaths you take, but rather by those moments that take your breath away. I hope you have many, many of those moments that take your breath away. Congratulations. We now welcome our graduate speaker, Dr. Kirsten Thornhill. Dr. Thornhill is graduating from our Doctorate of Philosophy in Health Sciences program. Her story is one of grit, determination, and overcoming challenges. In 2024, she was named Best of the State for University Students of Utah and is one of our this year's recipients of the Richard P. Nielsen Student Service Award. The Richard P. Nielsen Student Award is the highest honor an RMU student can receive for distinguished service to the university, the community, and the profession. I invite Dr. Thornhill to please join me at the podium.
Friends, family, esteemed faculty, and fellow graduates, today I stand before you with immense gratitude as we celebrate this significant milestone in our lives. The treacherous journey to this moment has been marked by exciting opportunities, difficult challenges, and personal growth. I am deeply honored to share a few reflections on this incredible adventure besides you all today. Since my time at RMU, I have been fortunate to embrace several enriching experiences. Serving as a research assistant and doctoral teaching fellow at RMU allowed me to develop interdisciplinary collaboration skills, teaching confidence, and technical expertise, which empowered me to foster and support the RMU community through my professional service. My clinical experience as a clinical exercise physiologist at the University of Utah Health Hospital provided me with hands-on clinical training, where I applied theoretical cardiovascular knowledge to real-life cardiac patient care. My experience in academia, teaching anatomy and physiology at Utah Valley University, enabled me to share my passion for healthcare with future professionals. Each of these experiences has contributed to my professional and personal growth, shaping me into the individual standing before you today. Earlier this year, I was awarded the UVU Faculty Excellence Award for the College of Science and Best University Student for the state of Utah. However, this journey has not been without its hardships. Overcoming adversity has been a defining aspect of my experience. In winter 2021, I tore my ACL skiing, and Dr. Crystal Miskin, a faculty member of the Doctor of Physical Therapy program, was by my side through it all, as a research colleague, PhD classmate, and most importantly, a close friend. In spring 2022, my car was broken into and my school bag was stolen. A week later, I received a heartfelt, handwritten card from my PhD cohort colleagues enclosing a check to purchase a brand new laptop. In summer 2023, I pursued my dissertation on cannabis research, the first of its kind at RMU, and the first ever mixed method study on cannabis use in the United States. There have been many tears, exhausting doubts, and time-stopping moments where I've wanted to completely give up. Yet, it was through these challenges that I have reached for my village of a community and pulled forth my deep internal resiliency and determination to keep going and help the health of others. Each setback became a stepping stone, each loss became a learning lesson, and each event endured became a launching experience, propelling me forward with even greater resolve. Today, as we prepare to step into our roles as passionate healthcare clinicians, carry with you the invaluable lessons, fond memories, and life-changing relationships you've developed here at RMU. Let this milestone be a testament to not only your scholarly grit and tenacious willpower, but a victory for you, those next to you, and those surrounding you. Despite the hiccups, hurdles, and hoops, we have persevered. And it is this perseverance that will continue to drive us forward in our careers. I am proud to stand here as a first-generation college student, knowing that this achievement is not just mine, but ours, as we continue to improve the human condition besides one another, united together. Let us celebrate this journey, the opportunities, the challenges, and the growth. Let us move forward with confidence, compassion, and courage, ready to make positive impacts in the lives of those we serve. Congratulations, class of 2024. Our future is bright, and I'm excited to see all that we will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thornhill. I now invite Associate Vice Provost, Dr. Tom Caphart, to the podium for the presentation of the Faculty and Student Awards.
Thank you, Provost Martin. Today, we celebrate you, the graduates, but we also honor and recognize two of our outstanding faculty in presenting the 2024 Adjunct Faculty of the Year Award and the Hartgraves Award for Excellence in Teaching. The full bios for each of our award recipients are located in the program. The Adjunct Faculty of the Year Award is presented to an adjunct faculty member who has been with the university for at least 3 years. This award recognizes and publicly acknowledges their outstanding teaching contributions. Dr. Sonia Paquette has been with Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions since 2010. She is an associate professor teaching in the post-professional Doctor of Occupational Therapy and transitional Doctor of Physical Therapy in Pediatric Science programs. She is considered the Doctor of Occupational Therapy program's resident expert on quantitative research methods and analyses. Dr. Paquette please join me at the podium to receive your award. The Hartgraves Award for Excellence in Teaching is the highest honor designated for an active faculty member of RMU and recognizes their strong history of exceptional dedicated teaching at our institution. Dr. Amber Heap has been with Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions since 2015. She is an assistant professor teaching in the Doctor of Speech-Language Pathology and Doctor of Philosophy and Health Sciences programs. She currently serves as the Concentration Track Director for Health Professions Education in the Doctor of Speech-Language Pathology program. Dr. Heap, please join me at the podium to receive your award.
Thank you, and congratulations to Dr. Paquette, Dr. Heap, and Dr. Thornhill. In addition to honoring our incredible faculty and students, we'd also like to honor and recognize a couple of our alumni in presenting the 2024 Early Career Alumni Award and the Outstanding Alumni Award. The Early Career Alumni Award recognizes a graduate who has been practicing in their profession for 5 years or less and has demonstrated a drive of passion and commitment to their profession in advancing healthcare and providing service to the university and community at large. Dr. Derek Stratty is a 2023 graduate of our Doctorate of Physical Therapy program. Since graduating, Dr. Stratty completed an orthopedic residency at Honor Health in Scottsdale, Arizona, and he has become a mentor and leader in the field of orthopedic physical therapy within his first year of practice, due to his advanced training and opportunities to help others, and help other therapists as well, and thousands of patients. Dr. Stratty, please join me at the podium to receive your award. The Outstanding Alumni Award recognizes a graduate from any RMU program for their distinguished contributions to their profession and for service to the university or community at large. It is now my deep honor to introduce our keynote speaker and the 2024 recipient of the RMU Outstanding Alumni Award, Dr. Guillermo Escalante. Dr. Escalante is currently an Associate Dean and Professor of Kinesiology for the College of Natural Sciences at California State University, San Bernardino. He's an expert in the areas of sports nutrition, exercise science, and sports medicine, and regularly presents his work at regional, national, and international conferences. He has published over 80 articles or abstracts in the fields of exercise science, sports nutrition, and sports medicine, and over 58 articles in mainstream media. This is very special for me to present Dr. Guillermo Escalante with this award because I was his major professor and his instructor and advisor while he was a student here at RMU. Dr. Escalante, come and receive your award.
Good morning, Rocky Mountain University, class of 2024. I am extremely excited, humbled, and honored to join you in celebrating your academic accomplishments with your friends, family, peers, teachers, and administrators. I would like to take a moment to express my deep gratitude to President Cameron Martin, Provost Melissa Martin, and the Rocky Mountain University Board of Trustees and Administration for inviting me to join you at today's commencement ceremony. Today, we are celebrating the academic accomplishments of 317 graduates. 294 of you are here in person, and another 23 are attending virtually. This graduating class represents 42 of our 50 states. You also represent 7 countries, including Brazil, Canada, China, the Czech Republic, Ecuador, Liberia, and Puerto Rico. There are 6, yes, let's actually clap. That is fantastic. And when you call out your programs, if you're in this cohort, why don't you give yourself a little clap as well. There are 16 of you graduating from a Rocky Mountain University certificate program. Another 158 of you are graduating with master's degrees in physician assistant studies, athletic training practice, counseling, health science, medical speech and language pathology, or nursing. Let's clap for you all. Last but not least, there are 143 of you graduating with doctoral degrees in medical science, nurse practice, occupational therapy, health sciences, or speech and language pathology. Well, let me tell you that being here today reminds me of the excitement that I felt when I was sitting in your seat in 2012 at the Rocky Mountain University commencement ceremony for my doctorate in athletic training. Sitting in that seat, I never imagined the opportunities, challenges, and accomplishments I would experience over the next 12 years. Today, I'm a tenured professor of kinesiology, and I was recently promoted from assistant dean to associate dean for the College of Natural Sciences at California State University, San Bernardino. For those of you that are not familiar with the California State University system, it is the largest public four-year education system in the United States that enrolls nearly 500,000 students across 23 campuses in California. Cal State San Bernardino is one of these 23 campuses, and we enroll nearly 20,000 students each year, of which 79% are first-generation students and 69% identify as Hispanic. In my current role, I am primarily charged with student success, enrollment management, and faculty support for the College of Natural Sciences. I also maintain an active scholarship agenda by leading or collaborating on research projects related to muscle hypertrophy, fat loss, sports nutrition, human performance enhancement, and sports medicine. I have the opportunity to speak at regional, national, and international conferences in countries such as Colombia, Costa Rica, that's my hometown by the way, that's where I was born, Chile, Brazil, and Mexico. I have published over 80 peer-reviewed articles or abstracts in the fields of exercise science, sports nutrition, and sports medicine. I have also successfully authored and managed grants totaling over $5.1 million to support my research and student success initiatives. I serve as a scientific advisory board member for the National Academy of Sports Medicine and other sports nutrition companies. I serve as the vice president for the International Society of Sports Nutrition and as an associate editor for the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition. I also served as the lead subject matter expert and editor for a comprehensive 20-chapter physique and bodybuilding certification program offered by the National Academy of Sports Medicine, a sports nutrition expert witness for multi-million-dollar dietary supplement cases, and as chair for the National Strength and Conditioning Association's Physique and Bodybuilding Special Interest Group. So while we often hear about a person's highlights, or maybe see them, it's important to remember that challenges and failures are bound to occur along the way. Taking risks, learning from challenges and failures, and falling forward are essential for continued growth, development, and success. So yes, along the way, I have had my fair share of challenges and failures that have helped me to continue to grow. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. After I finished my doctorate in 2012, I applied to various local universities and colleges to gain more teaching experience and to determine if full-time academia was something that I wanted to pursue. During this time, I was co-owner and operator of a successful physical therapy clinic and personal training studio. But I wanted to test the waters of academia as a teacher and as a researcher. I applied to more than half a dozen schools near my area, but only got 2 interviews. Eventually, I was offered a job at Cal State San Bernardino as an adjunct instructor that started in the fall of 2012. Later that fall, a tenure-track position opened up at Cal State San Bernardino. I applied to it, and to 2 other tenure-track positions at schools near my home. With no peer-reviewed publications under my belt at this time and limited teaching experience, I was not considered for any interviews. It hurt my ego, but I sought out constructive feedback of my application materials from mentors, continued to improve my teaching skills as an adjunct instructor, focused on gaining more experience in research, and submitted part of my dissertation for publication in a peer-reviewed journal. In the fall of 2013, another tenure-track position opportunity presented itself at Cal State San Bernardino. I restructured my application materials and applied for the position. This time around, I was called for a phone interview. A few weeks later, I found out I was invited as one of the 3 finalists for an on-campus interview. Eventually, I was offered a position as a tenure-track assistant professor of kinesiology that started in the fall of 2014. My department chair and another tenure professor became solid mentors and friends as I began the tenure-track process. They emphasized that I needed to specifically focus on improving my research and scholarly activity portion of my portfolio if I wanted to gain promotion and gain tenure. Although I had over 50 publications in mainstream fitness magazines, I had no peer-reviewed publications at this time. My first attempt to publish part of my dissertation was unsuccessful due to my inexperience in transitioning an entire dissertation into a succinct peer-reviewed study. However, I carefully read and addressed the reviewer's comments, revised the paper, and eventually got it published in 2015. My dedication to research and scholarly activities in the years that followed helped the weaknesses in my portfolio to become my strength. However, there are still instances where grants I author do not get funded, articles I write sometimes get rejected or have to be revised, and mistakes are definitely made along the way. Most recently, I was a finalist to serve on the board of directors for the National Strength and Conditioning Association and was defeated by a small margin by another candidate. Despite these obstacles, one thing is for certain: I will continue to accept challenges, learn from mistakes, fall forward, and continue to grow. Rocky Mountain University was instrumental in setting the foundation of a quality graduate education to help me develop as a resilient, lifelong learner focused on outcomes-oriented, evidence-based practices. The fundamentals learned in classes such as research methods and biostatistics have helped me to succeed as a researcher, reviewer, and an editor. The classes taught by Dr. Melissa Martin to teach me how to teach. And by the way, these classes I often thought, what do I need to know all this stuff for? And they were instrumental in helping me develop as a professor. But they really provided me to be a successful professor and a mentor. Lastly, the flexible online and hybrid program with numerous residential visits allowed me to complete my doctorate degree while running a business full-time, raising a family, and competing as a bodybuilder without having to move away from my home or have to quit my job. It is not by mistake that Rocky Mountain University received 3 2024 Best of State Awards for Best Educational Institution, Best University Administrator with President Cameron Martin, and Best University Student with Dr. Kirser Thornhill. Class of 2024, you too are now equipped with a high-quality education from Rocky Mountain University that will help open doors you may not even know exist. Challenge yourself, take risks, and learn from failures. Undoubtedly, there will be doors that close, instances where you will fall, and situations that do not go your way. But be resilient, be persistent, and continue to grow. You are the future of healthcare and healthcare education. You are outcomes-oriented, evidence-based practitioners. You have been given the tools to always be curious, apply the scientific method to help answer questions, and to challenge the status quo when indicated. Continue to be open-minded, be committed to lifelong learning, and go and change the world, one person at a time. Congratulations, class of 2024. I am proud and excited to call you fellow alumni from Rocky Mountain University.
Thank you, Dr. Escalante, for your encouraging words. Before we begin the hooding ceremony, I'd like to share a little information about the importance of that hooding ceremony. The hooding ceremony, which we're about to begin, demonstrates a symbolic academic gesture and has been in place since around the 12th century. By placing the hood over the students' heads, faculty and academic leaders symbolically welcome them as fellow scholars and colleagues. The academic hoods the graduates have earned signify their level of academic achievement. This ceremony bestows upon the graduates the right to join the company of similar academic scholars, including their professors. Completion of your education allows you to make the important transition from our students to our colleagues. We welcome you into the fold of scholarly and independent thought, to the discipline of logic and data-driven decision-making, and to the continuous pursuit and mastery of knowledge. We know you will use your intellect, knowledge, and thoughtfulness for the benefit of all. After being hooded, students will cross the stage to receive their diplomas. We will now begin the hooding ceremony.
Dr. Poonam Agrawal, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Neurologic Rehabilitation.
Dr. Yared Dejin Balay, Doctor of Nursing Practice Clinical Leadership.
Dr. Tammy Keller Johnson, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Neurologic Rehabilitation.
Dr. Felicia Ann Bradley, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Amendra Kumar, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Neurologic Rehabilitation.
Dr. Cindy K. DeLauder Hall, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Charles Michael Bennett, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Professions Education.
Dr. Lindsay Hernandez, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Amanda Danielle Burkhart, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Professions Education.
Dr. John Carlin, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Emergency Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Kelsey Robinson, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Professions Education.
Dr. Emanuela Uzoigwe West, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Family Nurse Practitioner, Psychiatric Mental Health.
Dr. Andrew Dougal Wilcox, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Professions Education.
Dr. Emily Linnea Wilson, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Amber Collins, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Maiba Ajari, Master of Science in Nursing, Psychiatric Mental Health Practitioner.
Dr. John Alaric Rintama III, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Olubukola Ashku, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, and Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Michael Coombs, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Health Promotion and Wellness.
Allison Lynn Bonham, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, and Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Valerie Lynn Perkowski, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Health Promotion and Wellness.
Annette Chichia, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Cecile Pryor, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Health Promotion and Wellness.
Kaisley Christensen, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Raymond J. Rodriguez, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Health Promotion and Wellness.
Usha Gautam, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Tyler David Summer, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Health Promotion and Wellness.
CJ Gladwell, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Daniel Higuera, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Human and Sport Performance.
David Esteban Granda Carpio, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner and Emergency Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Kirsten Leanne Thornhill, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Human and Sport Performance.
Brenna Haddock, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Aaron Michael Kilfoyle, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Shay Melissa Haydeen, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Stephen Boyd Mather, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Lexi Hartley, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Michael J. Nolan, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Sydney Heidenreich, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Carly Jane Murdoch Parkinson, Doctor of Philosophy and Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Elisa Isip, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Virginia K. Tinke, Doctor of Philosophy and Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Lacey Ives, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner and Emergency Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Chelsea May Wolf, Doctor of Philosophy and Health Sciences, Athletic Training.
Bailey Johnson, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Maria Brianna Garci, Master of Science in Athletic Training Practice.
Lexi Lee Costal, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Catherine Ann Bennett, Master of Science in Health Science, Functional Nutrition.
Megan Leanne Liebhart, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Valerie Faith Mendoza, Master of Science in Health Science, Functional Nutrition.
Lindsay Peterson, Master of Science in Nursing, Psychiatric Mental Health Practitioner.
Mackenzie Fox Olson, Master of Science in Health Science, Health and Wellness Coaching.
Nicole Peterson, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner and Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner.
Alexander Ramos, Master of Science in Health Science, Health Promotion and Wellness.
Jamie Hayes Potter, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Shalay Blyle, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Michelle Rawls, Master of Science in Nursing, Psychiatric Mental Health Practitioner.
Dr. Vinay Nicole Cunningham Cosbert, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Shannon Timchuk Sharp, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Heather L. Dumke, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Venez Velez, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Finlayson Tamba Paluma, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Bonnie Lee Wallace, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Danielle Rose Ruggiero, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Teresa Warren, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Christine Ann Rinn, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Dane Woodward, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Dr. Nicole Strike, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Leadership and Administration.
Tamara Ray Condi, Family Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Saima Abrar Buttar, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Tammy Easterby, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Chelsea Janine Brubaker, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Dr. Randy Villina Malyadi, Family Nurse Practitioner and Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Edwin Failue, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Jody Lynn Putnam, Family Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Julie Wing Fung, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Thelma Ukachi Okere, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Erlene Jumid Joseph, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Cameron Brett Owens, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Certificate.
Dr. Sarah Teresa Miller, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice.
Tracy Lee Winterton, Family Nurse Practitioner and Emergency Nurse Practitioner Certificate. Kelsey Ray Agnew, Dr. Kelsey Ray Agnew, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Arina Zudenko, Doctor of Medical Science, Advanced Clinical Practice. Dr. Sinquencity Karen Berth Brooks, Doctor of Medical Science, Healthcare Professions Education.
Dr. Heather M. Barber, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Anastasia Angelique Acevedo, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Tiffany Bauer, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Kelby Borkovink, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Heather Nicole Brown, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. France A. Davis II, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Vicki A. Brumberg, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Roy Colby Dodd, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Fiani Cabrera, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Tricia Marie Greenwell, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Tracy Casey, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Emily Bartson LeBeau, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Deidre Janine Cherry, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Vanessa Martinez, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Rachel Gray Cross, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Jessica Gwen Sheehan, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Mallory Ann Dickey, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Lauren Nicole Swanson, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Priscilla Furman Guillaume, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Stephen Vella, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Rebecca Fowler, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dr. Luwam Walana, Doctor of Medical Science, Psychiatry.
Dr. Haley Brooks Ganzbaum, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Jeremy Asu, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Dana Marie Gibson, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Haley Marie Altenberg, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Hannah Alexandra Glover, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Aaron Arson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Michael Leslie Grossfeld, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Wyatt Barris, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Whitley D. Hamer, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Claire Bice, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Virginia Claire Caldwell Hansen, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Kyle Benjamin Bland, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Jessica Hernandez Benavides, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Alan Brinkerhoff, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Melinda J. Hibbert, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Stuart Brown, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Brandy Perlina Jernigan, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Autumn Sky Childers, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Tia L. Johnson, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Alyssa DiGiovanna Braven Cook, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Vanessa Deanne Johnston, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Austin Taylor Crocker, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Catherine Hope Jordan, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Corey Don Davis, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Shernette Carr, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Dichi Sumampong Donin, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Michelle Lavin, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Amanda Sargent Fender, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Lacey Lynn, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Tara A. Fitzgerald, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Teresa Longino, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Zoe Campbell Grooms, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Anna Marie Monero, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Jennifer Hampson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Jana Michelle Parker, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Austin John Harmon, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Sonu Pathak, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Alexandria Hughes, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Joanne Perez, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Mackenzie Johnson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Marquita K. Pogue, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Ariana Jones, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Tessa Marie Rasmussen, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Jordan Kerner, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Nancy Rodriguez, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Katrina Elizabeth Kunzler, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Pamela White Rollins, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Marielle Larson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Mallory Vale DePote Shelton, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Bryn Lawson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Mary Mildred Smyers, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Catherine Liu, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Lauren Emily Stern, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Emily Birch Mon, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Whitney J. Thompson, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Aista Milausketa, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Claudia Marissa Torres, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Nolan Padilla, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Kaylee Marie Tutterow, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Christy Renee Palmer, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Christina Ann Vasquez, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Akash Pramod Patel, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Elizabeth Marie Whalen, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Tyler Perry, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Dr. Connie Yu, Doctor of Speech Language Pathology.
Madison M. Powelson, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Kylie Nicole Bullock, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Michael Dean Prisby, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Madison Carapino, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Katie Schmaltz Rawlings, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Whitney Sue Chapman, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Christina Francis Rodriguez, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Erin Connolly, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Mary May Rossback, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Marky Lynn Cup, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Jacob Saldivar, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Caitlin Ellis, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Kyle Scott, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Myra Fontaine, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Chloe Siegmiller, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Claudia Rebecca Franco Gotham, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Farah Sharif, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Kimberly Marina Garcia, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Michaela A. Soden, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Belle King, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Katie Middleton Spedding, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Abby McCormick, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Catherine Thomas, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Biana Mizer, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Kyle Valdez, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Marjorie Pearson, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Mary Elizabeth Verhage, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Olivia Ruth Richter, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Lauren Vitale, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Amanda Ryan, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Paul Weigel, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Anna Savvy, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Ashley Marie Jones Windsor, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Taylor Smith, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Britton D. Wolf, Master of Physician Assistant Studies.
Aspen Vojcic, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Tarnu Kwame George Ali, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling.
Jenny May Weigel, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Kirk Scott Andrus, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Robin Wright, Master of Science in Medical Speech Language Pathology.
Katie Bowling, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Aline Avila, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Pediatrics.
Angie Orhuela Beltran, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling.
Dr. Larry Wayne Benton, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Leadership.
Hunter Lance Bigler Chug, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Erica Briggs, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Health and Wellness Coaching.
Hannah Alexandra Blanche, Master of Science in School Counseling.
Dr. Allison Bryan, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Pediatrics.
Adrian Taylor Calcutt, Master of Science in School Counseling.
Dr. Megan Culver, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Pediatrics.
Roberta Collier Brown, Clinical Mental Health Counseling Certificate.
Dr. Emily Hart Cummings, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Education.
Terry Lynn Condi, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Lorna Fernandez Rivas, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Aging.
Kindy Nielsen Dixon, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Susan Beal Fortney, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Health and Wellness Coaching.
Andrew M. Doberful, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Merlin Lopez Negron, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Hand Therapy.
Diane Dawn Dopp, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Shalibra Patterson Peters, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Leadership.
Becky Dubeck, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Joetta Lynn Rich, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Hand Therapy.
Michaela Dush Hegberg, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Stephen W. Thompson, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Health and Wellness Coaching.
Nicole Fisher, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Deanna Elizabeth Valancourt Thompson, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Health and Wellness Coaching.
Andrea Fote, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Dr. Joanne Rodriguez Vargas, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Education.
Jen Cooper Gardner, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling. Laura Gleason, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Michelle Grodeget, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Cherie Bracken Hershey, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Leanna Marie Hunt, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Sarah Mae Jones, Master of Science in School Counseling. Emily Land, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Lindsay Luke, Master of Science in School Counseling. Gabrielle Mendoza, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling. Rowdy John Miller, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Valerie Ruth Nielsen, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Michaela Lynn Phillips, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Cami Quinto, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Christy Ann Reinstein, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Alicia Jean Roberts, Master of Science in School Counseling. Ray Anthony Sagoon, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Keisha Elisa Sorensen, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Mackenzie Supom, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling. Michael A. Stevenson, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Stephanie Stevenson, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Emily Marin Trias, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and Master of Science in School Counseling. Chelsea Vaughn, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Tammy N. Withers, Masters of Science, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Heidi Young, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Board of Trustee Chair Skurja, the candidates here today have completed all requirements for their respective degrees. They've been recommended by their deans and program directors and by academic administration and have been approved to graduate by the Board of Trustees. As Provost, I ask that you officially confer their degrees.
First of all, I would like to say congratulations and thank you, each and every one of you, for choosing Rocky Mountain University for your educational endeavor. Now please stand. Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions, class of 2024, acting in accordance with the power invested in me as chair of the Board of Trustees of Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions, and acting under the authority invested in me by the great state of Utah, I hereby confer upon you the degree, certification, and title you have earned at Rocky Mountain University through rigor, focus, and grit. I confer upon you all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, duties, trust, dignity, and honor associated with that degree, certification, and title, and charge you to honor charge you to honor and respect that degree, certification, and title in your personal and professional conduct, both inside and outside of the patient arenas, at all times, by all means, in all ways, in all places, and with all people. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates. We cannot wait to see you wherever your journey takes you next.
Earlier in this program, I spoke about your story, about your next chapter. But equally important is that you are part of our story. You have established a new chapter here at Rocky Mountain University. You're adding to our 26 years, and you're adding your membership to all who have passed before you. So graduates, now alumni, allow me to leave you with one final thought. Something for you to always remember when asked about your alma mater, Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. Our vision at Rocky Mountain is to advance you to improve the human condition by training your mind, your hands, and heart, to help those in need and to propel your profession forward. I ask you to look at the shield in the RMU logo on your diploma cover. So please look at your shield. In it, you will see a hand that creates the mountains, rivers, and valleys, which are symbolic of RMU's home here in Provo, Utah, at the base of the Wasatch Mountain Range. That hand is also symbolic of each of you. It symbolizes your clinical and educational preparation, that you know how to love and lift those in need. You know how to listen. You know how to be humble and kind. I use the terms love and lift on purpose. People need to be loved, meaning to be seen as they truly are, knowing they are being listened to, and that you are willing to help care for them with their healthcare needs, with their scholarship needs, with their educational needs. To lift them is to trust in and apply your training on their behalf, with the focus on improving their health and quality of life. For I promise you, the people you help love and lift will call you blessed. So every time you see the RMU logo, see yourself, believe in yourself, and trust the training and education you've received, for it will guide true in all you do. Congratulations, class of 2024. Go love and lift those in need, and do good in this world, and come back and tell us about it. This concludes our commencement ceremony. We invite the audience to please rise for the academic recessional and to remain in place until all our graduates exit from the platform. The graduates recessional will end outside the west side. The graduate recessional will end outside on the west side, where we will have photo opportunities for you. Thank you very much, and safe travels back home today and tomorrow. Thank you.